Look at these mountains. They are purple and orange looking. And then like two like super tall, like rough, old looking men. They're like, "Is that your bicycle outside?" And I was like, "Yes." Good morning, beautiful Earthlings. It's day 160, March 30th, 2022. We're packing up. I'm so excited to be leaving Albania. I've had some good experiences here, some mean experiences here, and when you feel like it's time to leave a country, it's time to go. Your heart's not in it anymore. You don't want to explore. You're just inside, depressed. So I'm super excited to be leaving. I'm gonna visit a few monuments before I leave, maybe try to see the cherry blossoms, and we're off. I'm going to Kosovo, to the city of Prizren. It's about 3 hours away, and it's going to thunderstorm here in Tirana for a week. That's why I want to leave today, just to miss it. It's supposed to start raining this evening, and I should be in Kosovo by then. I haven't been more excited to cross a border in this whole trip. So let's go. Okay, we got to the cloud. Boom! Let's take a look. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, we can't read this. You can definitely walk on these. That's pretty cool. It's like an interactive structure. Arrows, arrows. I think that's as high as we can go. I have no idea what these signs say. Durrës is a city. Unasa Ere. Kosovo. That's where we're going. It's a pyramid with a cube on top. I will have to say, Tirana has very interesting architecture. Like, there's a lot of angles incorporated into mid-rise and high-rise buildings. I'm passing by this pretty village set against these mountains. And look at all the colors of the buildings. So pretty. I found the perfect rest stop. It's like cafeteria style like restaurant, and so all the food's already prepared. So I got goulash and rice, and I am indulging in a Coke. Like, Cokes are my reward for just a long day of riding. So I've drank like more Cokes this trip than I probably have my entire life, and I'm okay with that. Okay, you guys, we just finished eating lunch at 4 p.m. We gotta break that habit. It's because I wake up late, and then that just pushes everything back. But at least I had the thought to eat, because when I first stopped, I was like, oh, I'll just keep going. It's only 2 hours away. No, and then I'll be dinner, and then I'll be weak, and then I won't have energy for the gym. So the border to Kosovo is 52 kilometers away. That'll probably take 45 minutes. So yeah, exciting stuff. Ooh, look at this really cool pass. Look at these mountains. They are purple and orange looking. Wow, this is a really long tunnel. We're just gonna hang out. Maybe it's like 2 miles long. Dang, I do not see the end of the tunnel. Okay, we are at the end of the tunnel, y'all. That must have been like 3 miles long. Air, fresh air. €2.5. Thank you. I guess 330 lek is €2.5. So beautiful. The border crossing. Okay, you guys, we just crossed the border from Tirana, Albania to Kosovo. Here you can see on that sign, we just came from Tirana, which is 161 kilometers away, and we're heading to Prizren. That border crossing was super easy. They just wanted to see like passport and then registration for the bike, and that's it. Usually there's a like country that you're leaving from review and then country that you're going into review, but this one, it was just Kosovo. So I think I like this country already, because as I was like setting up my tripod, fumbling around with the lighting and stuff, like a man like pulled over in his car and was like, "Do you need help?" And I was like, no, but that feels so nice. Here is a bit of what the city looks like. We're on the outskirts a bit, so lots of building material. Nursery. Cobblestone street. I think I like this place. I found my hostel. I'm at Uda. We have Ura hostel. That must be a nice hotel. There's like a bellman there. So today was a good riding day, like good weather, although it was super dusty, so you can see my eye is just like kind of irritated, because if my eyes get super dry, they just start like tearing up, and like there will be streams of tears like going down like this pattern, and it's super itchy and I can't do anything about it, and it's just so annoying. So that's my face. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. Depends how I like the city, but it's supposed to rain this whole week, so that kind of plays a factor. But I'm gonna load my stuff. I got my currency exchange. So they use euros here, and then like, you know, I'm like kind of tired, and I was just like, okay, here, whatever. And then I was thinking like, euros? Is Kosovo in the EU? And then I asked someone, they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, because I exited Greece with like, I don't know, 8 days left that I can go back inside the Schengen. And so I was like panicking, like walking back to the hostel. And I was like, oh my God, like I don't want to have a time limit on a country, because, you know, you want to have freedom of time to explore however you want. And then I looked and it was like not in the EU, not in the Schengen area. So it's considered on the list, but it's not yet approved. So, woo, that calmed me down. And then I bought like pasta to go, and I was just eating in the like common area. And then like two like super tall, like rough, old looking men, they're like, "Is that your bicycle outside?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "It's safer if we move it inside." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Did it get stolen? Do you want to steal it?" Like, I'm parking in a no parking zone. Like, do I need to move it? Did something happen to it? Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then like the guy who said like it's better to move it inside, he's like pointing to the guy like, "Yeah, that's the hostel owner." And I was like, oh my god, if the hostel owner says move it inside, I'm gonna move it inside. So like, I feel like I have all these emotions and reactions like of situations that go on in my head, and then the relief of it. And so I'm just like super loud and expressive, but these two guys are just, you know, they're guys, they're just like calm and whatever. And I'm just like maniacally laughing, like, and the hostel's empty, and I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And so we move it, and thank goodness, like, they helped me, because there's no way, there's like a giant step, and then it's like an incline up into like the hallway. And then they're so sweet. They asked me if I want to have a beer with them, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go to the gym. And they're like, maybe after. I'm like, yeah, maybe after. But I should go now, because the gym closes at like 11:30 or 12, and it's like 10. So sucky workouts are still workouts.